Hi, this is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, Rogers Reads. Today I wanted to talk to you about a book I recently read called When She Woke by Hilary Jordan. I heard about this book from Michaela at Bay Radley. You should definitely check her channel out, and I will link her down below. So I actually did this as a buddy read with Michaela last week. Um, so this book, let me read the little blurb. Bellwether Prize winner Hilary Jordan's provocative new novel is the fiercely imagined story of a woman struggling to navigate an America of a not-too-distant future, where the line between church and state has been eradicated, and convicted felons are no longer imprisoned and rehabilitated, but chromed. Their skin color is genetically altered to match the class of their crime, and then released back into the population to survive as best they can. Hannah is a red. Her crime is murder. And it's kind of billed as a retelling or modern imagining of the Scarlet Letter. Um, it's been a long time since I've read the Scarlet Letter, so I don't really know that if that's true, or if it's just kind of has similarities, um, with women being or people being um, punished in like a physical, visible way for their crimes. Um, now, I feel like this book had a lot of potential, and it started out strong. Um, the whole way through, I was really interested in what would happen. It was a fairly quick read. It, it was intriguing, but I'd say the first half was definitely much stronger than the second half. She just had so much going on in here. Um, and I feel that at some point she realized that if you're going to be changing the color of people's skin, that she was going to have to deal with race issues. But she didn't know how to do that, and she did not do that well. Um, it felt like she changed a. This is just my opinion, but it felt like she changed a side character, um, and decided, oh well, let me make this side character a person of color, and let me have her say some really outrageous things. Um, it just it was just it's just a warning that there is a character in here that is of mixed race, and she says what, in my opinion, she says some really inappropriate things, especially knowing that the author is white. Um, it really bothered me. Um, I mean, the character, um, I'm trying to remember her name, Kayla. The main character is Hannah, and she makes a friend, Kayla, and I mean, there's many wonderful things about Kayla, but she said some things that just weren't good. Um, and there was just like stuff thrown in that just made no sense. But um, so let me just say, and this isn't a spoiler, it happens early in the book, but Hannah has been convicted of murder because she had an abortion. Um, and the world, the futuristic uh, United States that she has created, um, is very believable, and it's explained very well, in my opinion, why they've gotten to this point where they're chroming people, different things that are now happening politically in the country. It's all very believable. But then other things are not explained well, like they don't really how they supposedly chrome people isn't very well explained. It's just kind of like they inject people with a virus, but there's no explanation of like how people are chromed different colors. Like red is for murder, yellow is for like petty crimes, like stealing. I can't remember what everything is, but there's green, there's blue, and it's just you kind of have to just suspend belief and on that specifically, how people's skin are changed. Skin, yeah, I don't. Anyway, how their skin is changed, and it's supposedly temporary. Like if someone is given 16 years, then after their 16 years of living out in the world with this color skin, they supposedly can just go in and, get the cure for this virus or whatever. But, so, I mean, I feel like I'm kind of all over the place right here, but, it's really interesting, really intriguing. It was a great book to discuss. I really appreciated having Michaela's thoughts, because she definitely presented ideas that I had not considered. But definitely about halfway through, it just kind of loses. I mean, I was still interested. I was still reading the book quickly, and I was still very interested. But I guess it just kind of became less and less believable. It was just, the characters were just going from one place to the next, and I don't want to give too much away, but they're like kind of on a journey, and it's just, she goes to one place, and then that doesn't work out, and she goes to the next place, and then something happens, and she goes in, and it's just like nothing. I mean, things are happening, but it's like, I don't know. It's just, and then at the very end, like because there's 5 parts in this book. There's no numbered or named chapters. So in the 5th part of the book, something occurs that just makes no sense at all. There's no building up to this event. There's no clues that this could happen. It's just like, oh, I've covered women's, I've covered domestic violence. I've covered racial issues. Not really, but I've covered racial issues. I've covered this. I've covered that. Oh, this big major controversial thing should happen, so let's let that happen. And I mean, it ended, a thing that I wanted to happen before the end happened, and then, it was a decent ending. It wasn't like, I didn't just feel like, oh, I can't believe I read a 300 plus page book for this. I mean, it did end well. It was just, I'm doing a lot of like very vague talking because I don't want to give things away. But so basically, I would love for people to read this because I want to talk about it. I don't feel like it was a huge waste of time. It was a good book. I'd probably give it, it's really hard to rate. I'd probably give it like 3.5 stars. Because I really think there's a lot of important things discussed in here. But overall, because of the second half kind of just going off, it was just sort of disappointing, and like, I was hoping for so much more for this book. I feel like someone else needs to take up this idea and write it the correct way or something. But has anyone else out there read this, and what did you think? Am I completely just making you not want to read it, or am I sparking your interest? I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below. I'm going to also link my Instagram and Goodreads and all that good stuff, Twitter. Love to see you elsewhere, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.